Good morning and welcome to Essential Leadership Skills, the podcast. My name is Glenn Daniels, and today we are talking about the 48 Laws of Power, decoding laws 6, 7, 8, and 9. When it comes to power dynamics, Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power is kind of like the ultimate guidebook. It's been around since 1998, and people still can't stop talking about it. Sure, some say it's a bit manipulative, maybe even ruthless, but others see it as just a smart way to survive in a world where everyone's trying to get ahead. So today we're going to dive into some of the most intriguing parts of the book, specifically laws 6, 7, 8, and 9. And we're not just looking at these laws in some abstract sense. We'll connect them to history and what's happening in our world right now. Trust me, they're just as relevant today as they were back in the day. Law 6. Create an air of mystery. Mystery creates wonder, and wonder is the basis of man's desire to understand. Neil Armstrong. All right, let's start with Law 6. Create an air of mystery. Think about Thomas Edison for a second. When he unveiled the light bulb, everyone was in awe, right? But here's the thing. He kept the details of his work under wraps, which only added to his reputation. People were like, "What's his secret?" That's exactly what this law is all about. Being a bit mysterious makes others pay more attention to you. Even historical figures knew how to play this game. Take Hannibal Barca, for example. He led his army through the Alps in a way that no one saw coming, and because of that, his enemies were left guessing his next move. Or how about J.D. Salinger? The author of The Catcher in the Rye was super reclusive, and that only made his work more intriguing to readers. But hey, let's be real for a second. Mystery can be a double-edged sword. There's a study from the Harvard Business Review that says 63% of professionals are initially drawn to leaders who are a bit mysterious. But here's the kicker: if that mystery starts to feel like secrecy, it can backfire. Around 45% of employees in that same study said they lost trust in leaders who seemed too secretive. So yeah, being mysterious is cool, but you gotta be careful not to cross the line into being, well, shady. Law 7. Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. The most dangerous poison is the feeling of achievement. The antidote is to every evening think what can be done better tomorrow. Ingvar Kamprad, founder of IKEA. Okay, let's move on to Law 7, and this one's kind of tricky. Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. Oof, right? It's basically saying that if you want to get ahead, you've got to leverage other people's skills and efforts, then position yourself as the mastermind behind the success. Look at Thomas Edison again. He's celebrated as this brilliant inventor, but a lot of his fame came from the work of others, like Nikola Tesla. He knew how to use this law to his advantage. The founder of IKEA, Ingvar Kamprad, once said, "The most dangerous poison is the feeling of achievement." It's a reminder that, to keep climbing the ladder, sometimes you have to keep the spotlight on your contributions, even if those contributions came from a team effort. But here's the thing. This law can get pretty messy when it comes to ethics. Think about the workplace. The Society for Human Resource Management did a survey, and get this: 55% of employees think their bosses take credit for their ideas. And apparently, this strategy works. Managers who frequently take credit are 30% more likely to get promoted, according to a study by the Journal of Business Ethics. But is that really how you want to play the game? Gandhi once said, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others." So yeah, while Law 7 tells you to take credit to build your reputation, Gandhi's words remind us that there might be a higher way to lead by lifting others up rather than stepping on them. Law 8. Make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary. Power is not revealed by striking hard or often, but by striking true. Honoré de Balzac. Now, Law 8 is one of my favorites because it's all about patience and control. Make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary. When you think about it, there's something really powerful about just sitting back and letting others come to you. Louis Raymond XIV of France was a master of this. He built the Palace of Versailles, and guess what? The French nobility flocked to him. He didn't go chasing them. He made himself the center of attention, and they came running. That's how you set the terms of the game. In the business world, this is like luxury brands creating exclusive products. A McKinsey and Company study showed that 72% of luxury brands limit their product availability to create that come to me allure. You see this all the time. Think about that new phone that sells out in minutes or the exclusive event you can't get into without knowing the right people. But let's not ignore the risk here. If you come off as too distant, people might not bother trying to reach you. In fact, 40% of high potential employees say they disengage when leaders seem too aloof. So sure, use bait to draw people in, but remember to stay approachable when they do come knocking. Balzac was spot on when he said, "Power is not revealed by striking hard or often, but by striking true." Law 9. Win through your actions, never through argument. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. Mahatma Gandhi. All right, here's a big one. Win through your actions, never through argument. Honestly, how many times have you seen a debate go nowhere because both sides just dig in their heels? This law is all about showing, not telling. Actions speak louder than words, and they leave little room for argument. Napoleon Bonaparte got this. He didn't waste time arguing his strategies. He showed his brilliance on the battlefield. His actions proved his capability, and that's what solidified his authority. In today's world, you see this all the time with leaders who actually implement changes instead of just talking about them. There's research from the Center for Creative Leadership that found action-oriented executives are perceived as 40% more competent by their peers. It's like people are drawn to those who just get things done instead of talking circles around an issue. The trick here is to avoid getting sucked into pointless arguments. I mean, it's tempting to try to win a debate, but think about Gandhi's words. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. It's about doing, not debating. So whether it's in the office or in personal relationships, remember, actions carry more weight than words ever will. So what's the big takeaway here? Now here's where it gets interesting. These 4 laws show us that power is, well, kind of messy. It's this mix of strategy, perception, and timing. But there's also an ethical dilemma, right? I mean, can you use these laws without crossing a line into manipulation? Or is there maybe a better way to lead that doesn't involve all these power plays? C.S. Lewis had something to say about this. Integrity is doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. So yeah, you can follow Greene's rules and they might get you ahead, but at what cost? Real power, the kind that lasts, probably comes from balancing these tactics with some honesty and integrity. Using them as tools to navigate tough situations, not just as shortcuts to the top. So, here's the question we all need to ask ourselves. Are these laws just about thriving in a cutthroat world, or are they setting us up for hollow victories? Maybe, just maybe, the real power isn't in mastering these rules, but in knowing when to break them for something bigger, something more meaningful. And that's where I'll leave it for now. These laws are powerful, no doubt, but how you use them, that's what really counts.
Thank you for connecting with us here at Touchstone Publishers. Please join our group Essential Leadership Skills and share your leadership knowledge with us all.